Next we've got Rocky, as we carry on with our something different. And Rocky is an accredited magician, and he's a member of the Magic Circle. Thank you very much for the prompt. It's getting that time of the evening and the vodka's good. Interestingly though, Rocky is also registered blind. So what you're going to see is pretty interesting, to say the least. So I'll just hand you on to Rocky. Come on, young man.
Thank you for that introduction, Bob, and thank you to this wonderful band. Before we start, I'd just like to point out, and I'd like to say this to you all. This, for the benefit of the deaf, I'd like to repeat that, and for the benefit of telepathics, a joke. And good, and for the benefit of paranoids, he's behind you. And finally, a trick. It's not a trick, it's actually a trick about a trick. Many years ago, I was in a theatre and I saw a gentleman come on the stage. He had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. He threw away 2 of them. 1, 2, and to my amazement, and everybody else's, he still had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. Threw away 2, and still had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. Great. However many times he threw away 2, he still had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. At this point, I was as baffled as you are, and I also forgot to applaud. No, don't stop. And I thought, wouldn't it be good tonight, of all nights, if I could come on and do that? With 5 cards, throw away 2, and end up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. Then I thought, you might have seen the guy who comes on with 5 cards, takes away 2, and ends up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. So I thought, I'll do something different. Why not come on with 5 cards, throw away 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and end up with 2 cards? As opposed to coming on with 5 cards, throwing away 2, and ending up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. Now, we magicians are funny people. When we get together, we like to we have a little competition, see who's the best one. But there's always been competitions in clubs, like local and abroad. There's never been a world-class competition until last year. And all magicians were invited to enter this. It took a year to do it, and they whittled it down to 3 magicians. A Chinese magician, an American magician, and an English magician. Hooray!
Hooray!
God, you can't just sit there like lump this time of night. I'll do it again. There was a Chinese magician, an American magician, and an English magician. Hooray! Oh, you're great when you're drunk. Now the judges were final on what they decided. Each person was going to do one trick. Can I have a couple of people up here, please? Just quickly, up to the front of the stage. Yeah, you really are drunk, are you? Just up to have a look at these props before we start. That's great. If you'd like to have a look at this rope, and if you'd like to have a look at this elephant's wedding ring, in your own time. That's good. Check that they're both, give it a good pull on the rope and on the ring. See they're solid. Yep. Great, yeah? We've run out of time, yeah? Okay, you can go back now. That's fine. I just want you to verify. Round of applause for these lovely people. That's great. Now the judges decreed that they had to get a ring on a rope. Simple, isn't it? You just thread it. Yeah? Not so easy. They decided you've got to put it on the rope, but you mustn't use the ends. First up was a Chinese magician. Bless him. Nice guy. I know him personally. And he took his ring, and he held it down, and he used just the middle of the rope. Held the rope, gave the ring a pull, and it was on. Next up was the American magician. I can do better than that, he said. That was a bad impression of American, wasn't it? Well, they don't do very good ones of us either. He laid the rope across the top of the ring. He said, not only are you going to see the rope go on the ring, but you will see it pass through the top and onto the bottom of the ring. Yeah? So he held it, counted 3, 1, 2, 3, and it was on. Next up was the English magician. God bless him. Louder, louder. English, for God's sake. And he came up and he said, I'm not going to cheat. I'm going to make sure I don't use the ends by tying them into a knot. Which he duly did. I love the silence. That's as quiet as it's been all night, isn't it? And he said to the judges, I'm going to put the ring on the rope. Not only will I put it on the rope, but it will be tied into the knot. The judges stepped back in amazement, as you would, as he counted 1, 2, 3, and it was on. And it's tied into the knot. Thank you very much.